everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about mental health issues. I decided that this video I'm going to just talk about three because these are the three that I not exactly personally have suffered with, not all of them at least, but there are some things that I feel like most people go through and we just don't know, or we don't put a name to it because we don't want to associate ourselves with mental health issues. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking about three disorders or mental health issues that we would have gone through at some point in our lives or mildly expressed at some point. I'm going to use that word because it's like I don't want to put curses on anybody, so
Bruh.
yeah. Welcome back my people. So the first disorder I'm going to be talking about is dissociative identity disorder. So usually this happens to a person that has gone through trauma like a lot, but it's not really, doesn't take much to actually have this kind of disorder. It's this feeling of the world around you being unreal, or you're not exactly the person you are. So the best examples, I decided to use movies to show examples of this disorder. So for example, if you've read the book, I don't know if it has another name, but Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, that's one of the best examples of DID. And Hulk, we all know Bruce Banner is a different identity from the Hulk, but it's really the same person. Although it's not showing DID, but it's like a perfect example of like having dissociation disorder. Also, the new movie that everybody was talking about last year, Joker, is one of the best examples. Even though that I feel like he had so many mental disorders, we can't even go into it right now. But he also, guys, even the movie Naughty Professor, Eddie Murphy's movie, I don't know, I read that there was this older version of the movie in the 1960s, but if you've watched Naughty Professor and you know the difference between Professor Clunk and thin Eddie Murphy with the spandex, then yeah, that's an example of DID. The second disorder we're going to be talking about is depression. Like, I think one of the highest mental issues that we have today, like the most prominent mental issue that people talk about today. But I just felt like DID should have come first because a lot of people go through that but don't know what it is. Yeah, depression. So being depressed is different from being sad. Depression is having a bad mood for a long period of time or continuously over a long period of time, and so many people suffer from depression. There are so many forms of depression. Not recently per se, but I heard about this one called SAD in a TV series. I've forgotten the name of the series, but I thought like these people are moving mad. They are literally just putting names on names on names on everything. But I've come to realize that it's actually a huge thing. So SAD, SAD, is seasonal affective disorder, and comes mostly during the winter from what I have seen. And I had it when I first got to Scotland and started school here, especially during the winter. It was like always gloomy, always dark. Luckily I had things to do, like go to school and read my books. But for some people that would not have anything or not anything to push them out of bed, I can see how that can break a person. Like literally no sunlight for days. I can't do it. Going back to my country. So there's also prenatal and postnatal depression, and prenatal is during pregnancy while postnatal is probably a year after giving birth, from giving birth to like a year after, on an average. Do more research on it if you are really interested. This is just a video to tell you about it, not exactly to give you facts and figures. It's just to pique your interest on the topic. Last but not least is anxiety. Yeah, so anxiety is not, it is a mental health disorder, but I feel like everybody has been anxious for something at some point in their life. I worry a lot, so I decided to bring this up because, you know, some of the things that you feel like you go through but you do not want to pin on yourself, because you're like, I worry but I don't have anxiety. Okay, the movies that depict anxiety like really well was, guess, Disney's Inside Out. I feel like that was one of the best portrayal of anxiety, because it was like Joy didn't want her to be sad, and then she didn't know how to express her emotion. Then she was just worried. She could not talk about how she felt, and then it was like the whole world was against her. And that's how anxiety is. It's like you can't do the things that other people are doing, so you feel trapped and you feel worried about something that might happen or is happening, but you have no control over. Then you just fixate on it day after day after day after day after day. So yeah, that's anxiety. Funny enough, when it comes to anxiety, I feel like Disney Channel really gave us characters like tick. Lilo and Stitch is another movie. Stitch, if he were human, I don't know how mental health works with aliens, but he had anxiety because I don't think he knew what he was, and he was trying to be a dog but at the same time trying to be Lilo. Look at me giving you deep interpretations of your childhood movies. I should write a book. Another movie was Frozen. So Elsa had anxiety too, because she was worried about putting people around her in danger, and then she was worried she couldn't be a normal child. And I feel like anxiety to an extent leads to depression if you let it. So it's like worrying, like, oh, I can't do this because I don't know how to do this. I can't know how to do this because when I tried learning, I can't do it. Now I can't go outside because other people will do it but I can't do it, and that will make them feel like I'm worthless or something. Maybe I am actually worthless. Maybe I just don't deserve this life. If I'm so worthless, why am I here? What am I doing with this world? Then just lay in bed and just worry and just fall deep into it. Have a conversation with someone. Find a doctor, a therapist, someone that would listen to you with like unbiased opinions, unbiased opinions, and like give you a break. So yeah, I think I'm done now. Yeah, this has been Just Ranting with Iyanu. See you next.